Hey, y'all. We're back really quick. I will not keep you guys long. I sat and debated whether I was going to address this or not. And this is something that I'm going to address. So if you are confused by what's about to pop off, if you have questions, ask. This is going to be directed at one specific person for the most part. And that's where it's going to be. And I'm doing this publicly because she tried to take this into another chat. I don't take my shit to other people's chats, period, point blank, end of story, unless I'm summoned to do so. So Sarah's suspicions. You can come in this chat. You know that. You know how to get a hold of me. My email is around. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But first and foremost, I want to say hello really quick to everybody in here. Thanks for popping over. If you did not check out Burnt Toast's stream, I highly, highly recommend. She reviewed the lady that we talked about on Tuesday. I waited anxiously for her to review this because Burnt Toast just has chef's kiss on how she handles situations. And I tell you what, she gives me all the giggles. That's for sure. So if you didn't check out that stream, I highly encourage you to go check out Burnt Toast stream. And a huge shout out once again to Chapped. Chaptas is who found us that random channel. And then we've all had some fun and enjoyed watching it unravel. I mean, unfortunately, the delusions of that woman are pretty scary and out there, and the slander is aggressive. But with some of these situations, you just have to handle it and roll with it. So switching gears here for a moment. I'm not going to go through and say hello to everybody individually. Sorry, it's late. Kids are in bed though. So I want to talk about this because there's certain shit that I'm just over. I guess I'm in that fuck around and find out stage. I guess I'm in that you really want my opinions or you really want to continue to do these performative acts. I'm going to respond to some of it because there's certain things I just don't tolerate. And this is one of those situations. So for those of you who are wondering, what the fuck are you talking about? A couple months ago, actually, hold on. I have it right here. Let me remind you really quick. And you'll understand shortly why I'm mentioning this again. So this would have been from fucking August. This stream she took down. It was a BJ stream going after, the FUPA. It's when she had to Google the FUPA. But just a quick reminder. I'm not talking about BJ in this. Yes, she hosted the panel. She's allowed all these things to be said, but this is in reference to her panel guest, Sarah's suspicions. Sarah's got a channel. She's made videos on me. She's been tagged in videos. There's a whole lot that I can say, but I'm going to address this because you gave me this half-assed little apology in somebody else's chat today, and I'm going to tell you why you can take that apology and stuff it right up your ass. Let me remind you of why I don't like this person.
In her and coming at her. No, Mallory is not this innocent little, I don't even know what they think she is. This chick dug on multiple people from my community, subscribers and creators, and then turned around and falsely accused me.
I don't care what Brittany has to say.
Wait, are you there? Can you hear me?
Oh, there she is. This is Sarah.
Like, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what she's trying to get at with that. That was my money.
She contradicted herself. She said you guys had an agreement, and she didn't care about the money. She told you pay your bills, take care of your boys. If there's anything left or whatever's left, throw it my way if you want. And that you would, and that it would vary from 100 to a few hundred. She never knew what she was going to get, and that was like complaining about that too. And I'm like, this is such a contradictory here. You either didn't care or you did. Why would if someone told me, look, take care of your bills and your kids first, and throw me whatever if there's anything left, I would definitely pull out.
I'm just making sure you have full context to what she popped up there to do. Again, this was back in August. It is November. Okay.
20 for gas without asking permission or telling them until I had a chance to, if it was like a spur of the moment thing, because I was told that.
She's had 3 months to address this.
Right?
Well, here's the thing too, Mallory's leaving out. First of all, she is a walking contradiction. That's what I've dealt with out of her. She says one thing, but does another. So yeah, she did tell.
By the way, I don't need to say it. I love Mal. It is what it is. If you want to watch what they're talking about, this was responding to Mal showing all of her receipts. That stream's still up.
Me. I'm not doing this for, she would say it all the time, I'm not doing this for the money. If you can give it to me, then you can. If you can't, that's okay. But guess what? We get paid on the 21st of every month. Guaranteed. By the 17th or 18th, she was messaging me. Hey, so I was going through my finances and I was just wondering, are you going to be able to pay me this month? You really didn't fucking care about the money, right?
I'm going to fast forward a little bit more. If you want to hear the actual what went down with that, I mean, that stream's still up. But there's a specific spot that I want to get to. And for those of you going, still, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you going back to this? This doesn't typically align with what you do. No, it doesn't. But when you continue to fucking poke and then you do some performative ass fucking clownery like you did today, I see you and I'm going to address it.
In that case, you did. And like, you're going to sit there and talk about, oh, like she'll introduce herself. Unfortunately, I was the co-host to.
I know, it was so annoying. That was when my screen recordings were catching my pings.
She did with Marvon McRae.
Oh, here, let me back that up. There, she finally gets into me.
Followers off of a case like this, because I'm about, justice for the families. I'm about not exposing families, but that's what you did, and that's how you gained your followers. And then you're doing it again with Sebastian and Brittany, and it shows. And people will see, and some people won't. And that's what it is, Brittany. They're bullies. It's numbers. It's gain.
Sorry about the ping. Stop looking at your phone. It's my screen recording.
Personal gain. Misery loves company. They like to feel better about themselves by putting others down. And that is what is happening here.
We like to feel better about ourselves by putting other people down. Really? Seems to me that you were in Tiffany Marie's chat. Seems to me that every chat that's piling on and going at me on a personal level, you're right in there, Sarah.
I wonder if she feels gross making all these followers she made off of Sebastian's name like she did with Marvon McRae. I mean,
Right,
her own words.
right.
She felt gross about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you notice everything she does is attached to Sebastian. If you genuinely cared about victims and the family members, you would be talking about all of them.
I'm not even going to waste my time explaining myself once again to these people. You'll get to the point of why I'm addressing this.
Who are only talking about a trending case. Just so happens to be the biggest trending case right now.
And she said nonsense, has said terrible things about parents of victims. And then she'll say, well, I'm only using their own words. Well, what do you think we're doing? So, okay, hypocrite. Where's the justice? Where are you really trying to, be there for the victims? I haven't seen it. Really, all you're doing is what you're saying for people not to do. You're just being slick about it. But I mean, I see it. I see through everybody. But there's people that don't, sadly. They have their blinders.
You see through everybody, huh? Touche, bitch. Touche. I see what you're doing.
On, they like her. She does have a personality that can be likable, but then she has a personality that can be cringe. It's a little bit of mix. I will give her that. She has some personality to her, and that's how she drags these people in. You know what I mean?
I drag you all in.
Well, here's the problem.
Kicking and fighting the whole way.
Say what you want to say about me. When I have the issues come in,
one time, okay.
When it's either things that aren't true, like some of the things Mallory's saying, or people treating her like. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Miss Leah, you'll understand in just a moment. I don't think she's a mod of BJ's. I think she's just a buddy. She's a panel guest. Hops up there, has a lot to say.
People treating her like she's a victim.
Yes.
So, like I swear to you, Sarah, it's they were over there talking to her today. Mallory, I'm so sorry that she's doing this to you. What?
And Nonsense says the same thing. She'll be like, oh, you guys aren't going to like what she says about me. Wait till you hear this. She starts them, riles them up before she even fires up the video.
She does. She salivates over that shit.
Oh, I want to make this very clear right now, too, because.
Oh, pay attention.
Because I didn't address this. I've been sick and I still am getting over it. It's been a bad one. But let me tell you, I have to address this. It's been irking my soul and my nerves. She made that post because I was watching Molly go like this. Not you. Me. I was. You weren't there. Now, we were discussing the Marvon McRae case. I said
that post is still on my page too. I've addressed her numerous times.
Nonsense was responsible for the hate.
Sorry about the dings.
Mob toward Letitia, his mother, and it's true, 100% true.
I didn't send no hate mob at Letitia. Not true.
Other people agreed with me, and then other people started saying, "Isn't she a man, or is she a woman? Is she a man or a woman?" And I
acknowledging once again that Sarah's been in places where they've tried to call me transgender. That's kind of a constant where Sarah's at, in places that she hangs out when they do that. Molly's, Tiffany's, CJ's, Brittany's, the list goes on.
Didn't even respond. I thought, well, I'm not getting in that mess because someone had already answered she's a woman, and I just left it at that. Someone answered it, she's a woman. I'm gonna let it go.
Sorry,
because of what happened last time.
I know.
Okay. Or I would have said, oh, she's a woman, but someone.
It's not you. It's me. Sorry, guys.
Else had answered it. So she put the screenshot of the conversation up, thinking she's got something, and it's nothing. Brittany wasn't there. She had nothing to do.
I didn't think I got something. I was just showing your pathetic asses one more time on a platter that it's an insult that you guys think is cute. Grown ass women thinking that calling somebody transgender is an insult in 2024. That's all I was saying. I didn't think I had something.
with it, but yet you got your name brought into it somehow. My name was pointed, my comments had an arrow to them, and all I said was she was responsible for the hate mob against the mother of a victim, which was true. So I'm like, well, what was this post really intended for? Oh, pity party. I get it now. Do not use me or Brittany with lies, okay? Because
I didn't lie.
that wasn't proof. You made it look like proof, but it really wasn't. It was nothing. It was a nothing burger. It was nothing.
Oh,
I did nothing or said nothing nefarious.
you're so bothered by nothing.
I said nothing about your gender, your looks. All I said was you created a hate mob. It's the truth, and I stand on that. And I'm not the only one. There's hundreds of people that seen it, thousands.
This is hysterical though when
They don't think for themselves.
Brittany has to Google FUPA, but this isn't the part even that gets bad.
So I just wanted to address that because not only did she put that up like something big happened when nothing happened at all, she dragged your name into it and you didn't even know about it. So I just, this lady is phony.
I didn't drag Brittany's name into that. I dragged her into another situation that she was a part of, but carry on.
Fake. She's the biggest hypocrite. She's the biggest phony on YouTube.
I'm the biggest phony on YouTube, okay? 3 months ago.
I'm done. I just had to say that. It's gonna
Oh, you're not done though.
open my soul.
It's okay. No, I noticed that too. Yeah, she blamed us both. That's so, and you didn't even say anything or anything. You just so happened to be in that damn chat. That's all.
And you weren't even nowhere around. You
Right.
didn't even know about that live or that chat or any of it.
Right. It's crazy.
Like, how did, oh,
It's
but she,
oh my
but
God.
she has people believing you did, and that I did that
You want to see the true bitch nonsense come out? Stay tuned. It's about to come.
something about her gender when I didn't. I was just in,
Right.
and in fact, when they started talking about that, I wasn't in there much longer.
It's sick, man. It's
Sorry.
crazy. Nobody should be held responsible for something they didn't say. Period. I
Just
say
because
that
I'm
all the
in the
time.
room and someone says something doesn't make me responsible for it. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Well, I just give a big shout out to Mandy. Mandy, thank you for gifting a membership. Whoever was gifted, welcome to the Gummy Squad. Mandy, I appreciate it so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. And welcome everybody coming in. I want to go ahead and tell you now, we are talking about no sense nonsense. So just let me get it out of my system, okay? And then I'll feel better. Irony Rose says you're using their own words, meaning, yes, I'm using the words of the parents. And then she uses mine and crucifies me for it.
Well, she twists our words. We don't do that with her.
Yes.
Yeah, I twist your words. Totally. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Kind of why like she can't go back to my streams that I review her and correct her misinformation and rebuttal them. She has to go and wait for her buddies to go low about my looks, my parenting, all of that stuff. You know, the shit that she cries victim about every fucking chance she gets. She was all in that shit over the weekend, thinking that she was getting somewhere talking about Brittany. Oh, Sarah was there too. But they thought they were just doing something. But God forbid if that was to ever happen, if I was to ever do a stream like they were cheering on over there, ooh, the internet would melt with tears. There would be a river.
Like if we don't even say something and she'll make it to where it's a negative. It's oh my God.
And if you guys listen closely, she's like, oh yeah, like she's the one implying that we are saying it a certain way. Nobody catches
right.
it. She riles it up. She makes it juicy and everybody bites that. Fucking low.
She knows how to work her chat. She knows how to work her chat.
She knows how to work anybody. And then I'm sorry, I will bring this up because
Work it, girl.
I don't usually touch on family, but I'm going to because she said it.
Oh, she doesn't usually touch on family. Pay attention here. If you want to see the ugly side of me come out, this is probably why. And then when you do the shit like you did today for performative reasons, you might want to just check yourself. This is kind of a PSA. Don't pretend and act like this on the internet because we're not coming back around.
Oh my God.
And if you guys listen closely, she's like, oh yeah, like she's the one implying that we are saying it a certain way. Nobody catches it. She riles it up. She makes it juicy and everybody bites that. Fucking low.
She knows how to work her chat. She knows how to work her chat.
She knows how to work anybody. And then I'm sorry, I will bring this up because I don't usually touch on family, but I'm going to because she said it to Clue. When Clue went through the whole thing recently and everybody was like, oh, I can't believe you, and turned on her for good reason. Clue said her husband was getting stressed out, so she was going to take a break from YouTube. And when Nonsense was reviewing her, she said, yes, that would be a great idea. I would appreciate that for your husband. He's a good guy. You shouldn't be putting him through that. If he says he's stressed, you should step back. Well, okay, Nonsense. When you first came to YouTube, a few videos in, you and your husband were live outside. You were trying to watch what you say because everybody will twist it, and you got up to walk away, and your husband looks at the camera and tells people, see what I have to deal with, even when this.
Can you imagine Kyle saying when I got up and walked away from the camera? Most of you know Kyle by now. Yeah. Can you imagine him saying, see what I have to deal with? Yeah. Oh my God, she thought she had such a win, but it's gonna get worse from here.
Shit's not going on. Like, okay, so why did you continue? Your husband was uncomfortable. He was
so
complaining.
Uncomfortable.
But you continued.
So uncomfortable.
So why are you telling other people?
Right.
Just showing a point of how she can be very hypocritical and a liar and a phony.
Oh, it's gonna
So, real quick too, Miss Gloria, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Gummy Squad. And then I got a super chat real quick from
That's not the worst part though. Let's go. Let's let her go.
Tanya Delaware. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. She says, hit that like, guys. I appreciate it if you do, guys. And thank you everybody who's a member. And for clicking that thumbs up and for just being here. Okay, so I know people are probably like, what the hell is Brittany doing? Like, what do you got on the screen? Okay, her title for tonight's live stream was Fupa. I hate. I'm not even lying. It's not even just because of her, but I cannot stand when someone uses DA, the letters DA in place of TH.
Should I play the other one? Should I play the other one and really make you look like an idiot, Sarah? Where you shamed women who are unable to have children? Should I play the rest of that? Should I do that? Should I play the one? I mean, this is just a little taste of how you are.
I think it's so ignorant. It's so stupid. We're not kids. We're not teenagers. But her title was Fupa.
You guys want me to play the one where she shames women that have infertility problems, thinking she's getting one up on me? Let me know.
Deluce. God, I feel stupid.
DUH would have been cute. I would have went with what she does.
Stupid for the way that I like on Deluce, like I'm ignorant. But anyway,
you are.
So
I do gotta jump down, Britt. I just wanted to come up and say those few things, and I got your back.
You want me to play that one?
Hey,
you want me to
ladies.
play that?
Hope
Hold
you're doing
on.
well.
Let me grab it. Let me grab it really quick.
being called a liar.
That's just one little taste of how Sarah is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find it.
Does
Give me
she
1
even
second.
know that I'm like sitting here in the chat and like in the bushes?
So that's one example of Sarah bringing up my family. But I was going to spare her some embarrassment, but maybe I'll just play it really quick. Give me one moment. I got to find the video. So what kicked this off was Sarah has been in all sorts of chats trashing me. She was in BJ's. She was in Tiffany Marie's when Tiffany did her, exposure of me when they were going for my family and doing all this stupid shit per usual, which, okay, whatever. That's a them thing, not a me thing. But then she was in BJ's over the weekend when BJ replayed Tiffany's, going low of everything. Sarah was on panel when CJ used to take panel over at BJ's and they used to trash my looks. Let's see. Let's find the one. But Sarah decided to come in Jones's today, into Jones's chat, and she decided to issue me an apology. It's the most half-assed, pathetic apology I've ever seen. Normally, I wouldn't even say anything, but I'm about fucking sick and tired of the performance bullshit. I see what you're doing. You like some of those girls and you want those girls to like you. Cool. They can like you. They can hang out with you. I don't care. But you could have came in my chat and apologized to me. You were doing it not for me, but for everybody else to think that you actually felt remorse for the shit that you had said about me. If you really felt bad, you would have came to me like a woman. But once again, you pull a bitch ass mood going into Jones's, and I'll show you the comment, or I'll read it to you in just a second. Give me a moment. Let me find that video. I was going to spare her some embarrassment because this one's real bad. What she said about me not being able to have children is real pathetic. Because, Kenzie doesn't exist. And she's felt so bad about it, according to her apology. She's felt so terrible about it. But yet she was in all of the chats where they were going after me and my parenting over the weekend. Isn't that wild? That couldn't have happened. She wouldn't do such a thing, would she? Lord, I have a lot of videos. Some of y'all didn't even know this happened because I addressed it, kept it moving. But where's the one? I went in there and provoked them too. Is this it? Is this the one? Oh, this might be the one.
You bitch, if I cover you. Whatever she says we are. That's the difference. I'm not out here doing that. I'm merely showing where this woman is a fraud.
That's BJ talking. Here you go.
She's an absolute fraud.
Yep. And time will show it.
So let me get this straight. You bitch, if I cover you, and then when I don't, you are now asking for attention.
I was in the chat because you know me. Sometimes I pull up. You summon me enough or think I owe you an answer. I'm in that stage of ask me.
Chin again. Bitch, I don't want your attention.
No one wants
You
attention.
aggravate me. You annoy me. You
Hypocrisy.
You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine.
Nonsense.
Anybody-
Your own words contradict yourself,
Yes.
honey.
And this isn't
Leave
about
that man alone. He's a grieving father.
Yeah, she doesn't care about that. She doesn't
Back
care
the fuck off the family. I thought you don't like that. That's everything you're against, but yet that's what the fuck you're doing.
That's not what she's against.
You
That's
support
all
some bitch that fakes fucking cancer. You support another bitch that fucking threatens success. Get the fuck out of here with your fake fraudulent looking ass.
She sure is fake. We know just how fake
Dumbass
you are.
on the web. I know a lot more than you think we know.
I mean, like, you literally.
Oh, did Sarah say she knows a lot more than they think I know?
You want to call me out when you support crystal ball without a crystal ball? Like, it doesn't get worse than that.
Yep, never supported Katie, but go on.
Seriously?
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off, but when it comes to like stuff, I really, really
Honey,
cannot.
I'm not trying to scare you. That's the okay. Let me tell her this. This is the difference between you and me. Nonsense. I don't do dirt. I don't do dirty things. I don't roll in the mud. I don't do filthy, dirty things behind the scenes and come out on the YouTube streets and pretend like I'm somebody I'm not. So I'm not trying to scare you in the least bit at all.
You don't.
I'm merely telling you that I know
None
about you and I know who you are. And you might have all these other people fooled in this freaking community, but I'm not. Okay? It's not about me you think I want your attention? You annoy the shit out of me. If I'm low-hanging fruit, as you say, then you can move on and continue going to cover Betty and making a hypocrite out of yourself like you've done the last couple of days.
Instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine. And I know you have children that you raise.
Okay, pay close attention.
The last couple of days.
Instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine. And I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking.
I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you shouldn't be talking.
Unless you've carried one for 9 months and birthed a child.
Unless you've carried one for 9 months and have birthed a child.
Have a biological child of your own to where you feel those extra emotions that you, if you're not a real parent to give birth to a real child of your own, would never know that fucking feeling. Then shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, too.
I'm supposed to shut the fuck up because she thinks that I haven't ever had a biological child. For as much as these bitches think they know about me, they don't realize Mackenzie is my biological child. But funny how she had all this back to say in June.
Like, it's really annoying for me about you. You chose to come after me. That'll always be. Like,
you notice she didn't retract or back that up or anything at that point in time? Let me play that again because she's going to double down on her statements here too.
Act like she's so much better.
Birth a child and have a biological child.
Like you've done the last couple of days.
Instead of climbing that tree and grabbing that fruit at the top, you continue grabbing it off the ground. That's fine. And, I know you have children that you raise, but until you push one out of your twat, you really shouldn't be talking. Unless you've carried one for 9 months and birthed a child and have a biological child of your own to where you feel those extra emotions that you, if you're not a real parent to give birth to a real child of your own, would never know that fucking feeling. Then shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, too. Like, it's really annoying for me about you. You chose to come after me. That'll always be. Like, we're not going to change history.
Midnight Shadow. Fuck yeah, agreed. And I'm going to read you guys the fake apology from tonight. Now, mind you, this was back in June. Then you heard in August her taking panel to smear me. She started this in April with CJ on panel over at BJ's. They started the transgender insults and questioning my gender. Again, it doesn't offend me. That doesn't offend me at all. What offends me about that is for the people I care about who their gender is used as a weapon and an insult. It offends an entire community that I don't belong to. So that is where it started. But we've been doing this for months now. Sarah has been doing this and making fucking comments about me for months now. Months.
Come after me for a solid month before I ever even spoke your name. I didn't even know who you were.
Who brought up Veda nonsense? You did. No one said anything about Veda Jade.
And she had been on Brittany's panel previously mentioning Veda Jade. And if you know the history of that, you know that that's what has happened with that.
But you know what? Maybe we will go that route. You know what? I'm going to get in touch
never said
with
anything
Veda.
about Veda.
I'm getting in touch with Veda. That's good. You know what? She wants us to. Fine. Let's do it. This might get interesting, you know?
She actually did a stream with Veda not long ago trying to drag me for filth. It didn't work out for them very well, and nobody gave them the attention that they were so desiring.
Even said anything about Veda. You brought Veda up.
Ain't that funny?
Absolutely.
I brought Veda up like 20 lives ago.
As she admits, she brought Veda up about 20 lives ago.
You absolutely.
That's how you stalked her fucking life and trashed her and drug her. And then when you were done with her, you moved on to the next. That's just what
Definitely never stalked Veda Jade.
you do.
So look, you can't stand it. Look at you. Like you want to talk about me. Here you are raiding my chat when I give back a little bit of what you've been doing to me.
I was raiding her chat by commenting in her chat.
And don't say that and you have the audacity. I'm going to point it out.
I have a lot
that you don't like the drama out here. Please, that's why you're here for it. That's all you're about. You can't sit there and say that you.
Oh, Philly girl, I agree. But I don't like performative shit at all. You want to do this publicly? I'll do it publicly on my channel.
Are here for the victims and their families while flagging the father of a missing child. Let's be real. All right.
Makes it that much.
A 15-year-old child who doesn't deserve what has happened to him, but we don't know what has happened to him.
More.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. You're going to say right here. She's going to say right here. We don't know what
Clearly,
happened to him,
I'm
right?
not shocked.
But here in a little bit, you're going to push that he is a runaway. And you push that off as fact all the time, that this child is a runaway. When we have no clue what happened to Sebastian. Want to talk about facts? You want to talk about facts for a minute, Becky? Let's talk about facts. They don't have a scent trace of Sebastian. They've never got a scent from any dog. Not one dog that has been on that property has picked Sebastian's scent up.
That's not true
one.
either.
That come from a police officer.
A dog hit,
Sir.
but it didn't lead to Sebastian, so there's that.
But y'all continue to push that he walked out of the house.
Problem with me being mouthy. It's okay for nonsense to be mouthy, but Miss Sarah can't. Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
So Brittany's chat starts pushing back a little bit on what Sarah had said to me about not being able to have children. Listen to this response. I'll get to her apology from tonight and why I opened up Pandora's box. I'm ready. Anybody wants to ask me questions or say stupid shit in chats? Let's go. But I come with receipts once again.
With me being mouthy, it's okay for nonsense to be mouthy, but Miss Sarah can't. Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Britt, you dragged your mother. Show me where I've dragged Katie and Chris, Tonka girl. This is my problem with you right here. Show me where I've dragged them. I haven't dragged them, but I can show you where Steph's got dragged. And listen, don't hold me accountable for other people's words. Sarah is her own person and I'm my own person. If you don't want.
She doesn't want held accountable for what she even allows on her panel, but yet people are demanding me that I respond for things not said on my channel. Make that make sense. She's demanding that I respond to shit. Even though I did, I stood up for what happened to her 2 years ago and her child, and also have said I have a problem with how she handled it too, but there's that.
Me to hold you accountable, I'm not going to don't hold me accountable for the things that other people say. That's not how this works.
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Oh, she didn't say nothing wrong. Remember,
I spoke the truth.
Spoke the truth.
And that was not a low blow. Wait a minute,
Exactly.
Miss Fletcher. Wait a minute, Mrs. Fletcher. That's not a low blow because wait a minute. She can go around saying, unless you've had a missing child, you have no room to talk. You don't know how it feels. So when I say, unless you've given birth to a biological child and haven't been back by, you don't know that parent feeling. You don't know what it, never mind. Y'all don't get it. I ain't even gonna fucking try.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's here's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with what I said. It's plain and
I
clear.
get what I know, but there are people
Miss Fletcher. Yep. She stood up.
that adopt kids that love their kids.
Right,
I don't
but it's
see what
still
I'm
not the
saying.
same when you carry a child for 9 months and give birth. It's a different feeling. It's a different connection. I have a stepson, so I get it.
Hold on, and I'm going to say this. I'm absolutely tired of this. This is the shit y'all do. You're going to take that one thing that Sarah said, and you're gonna center focus on that.
Oh, but I do know everything about being an adopted parent, red and white mom. I do because I have a stepson. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing.
Look at you.
You know nothing. See, they don't even know shit.
Oh, nonsense. You are the biggest virtue signaler ever. Center focus on the one thing that she said. You want to talk about me supporting somebody who continue supporting somebody that calls people the FAGG word, and you continue supporting somebody who freaking fake cancer. If we're two can play that game.
I'm sorry you can't.
Nope. Sorry. As soon as I found out what happened, I pulled support there too. I don't have any problem pulling support from people as soon as I learn the fuck shit. This is why I hang out by myself with my Islanders.
Children, that is terrible. I didn't know that. And I am sorry for that. But you still, nonsense said that. I'm continue trashing women that cannot have children and digging that hole. How did I know that? I'm sorry, you cannot have children. You know what? And that's great that you're raising someone else's, but you still don't motherfucking know how it is. So you shouldn't be talking.
I still don't fucking know how it motherfucking is. I had Mackenzie at 19 years old. Not that you guys are owed this. I shouldn't have been able to have kids. My body tried ridding of her. I had a hysterectomy at 26. I raised my nieces and have proudly for 9 years. I'm not embarrassed by anything besides her fucking words. You heard how confident she was about this, right? You heard how much she wasn't going to take this back, right? Meanwhile, she's been in chats dragging me as a mother, dragging me about my looks. They can't drag me about things I do on the internet or words that come out of my mouth. They have to go to the lowest that they could go, and that's why I don't respond to them on those streams, because they're irrelevant. Not one of them is ever going to make me feel bad about my looks unless they have funhouse fucking mirrors. Come on now. About my parenting. They have no fucking clue what I do, the battles I fight for my girls. Fuck, my 22-year-old will come out here and tell you what she has to say and speak very blatantly for herself. You guys know Kyle. There's nothing that they're ever going to be able to say in those wheelhouses that ever bother me. But she was just in those chats, cheering it on, saying all the things over the weekend. Every bit of it. This is the comment that she made. I addressed it. I brought it up a couple times, said she was nasty about it. I left a chat. Sinner had asked me a question. I went in. Once I was notified that he asked me a question, I went into his chat respectfully to answer his question. I answered the question. Sarah came in. I said, yep, now it's time for me to leave because I will fucking pop the fuck off with that bitch in here. I didn't respond to her, didn't say a word to her yesterday. That was in Sinner's chat. That was all I said. So today, I'm in Jones's chat. Sarah rolls into the chat, talking to other people, trying to act like she's so fucking nice. They've been maneuvering over BJ and her little crew, which I don't care where they go. I find it fucking funny because when she has an audience that thinks she's got support from, she puffs that motherfucking chest like no other. Like the peacock feathers are flying. I'll read you the apology in a minute. I ignored her in the chat because, see, that's one thing I don't do. If anybody knows me, they know I don't take my shit into other people's chats out of respect for the other channel holders. Not respect for you. But you know that. You know how I work. I don't go into people's chat and derail shit. Never have, never will. I don't self-promote. I don't do any of that shit. I go in, try to meld into the chat, say a few things if I want to laugh with a few people, and I bounce. But I see you. I see exactly what you're doing. If they want to accept you and give you ass pats for you, that's fine. But I'm not that bitch. Not today, not tomorrow, not any other day. You're a stranger on the internet, and it will stay that way. You're a stranger on the internet that took a moment that you thought you had something to try and shame me for potential infertility. Again, not shaming me because I have a biologic child, but every woman that has struggled with infertility, every woman who has struggled. You don't only take those shots, though. You take shots at the transgender community. You guys thought it was hysterical when Tiffany Marie put a jockstrap on my head and labeled me special needs. You don't take shots at me. You take shots at entire communities because that's what you do. You're not apologizing for your behavior because it's a continued pattern of behavior. You're apologizing because you got caught and blasted and you want people to forgive and forget. Well, they can forgive and forget, but this bitch ain't going to do it.
Nonsense. Here's the thing, nonsense. You're not going to sit there. I'm very tired of this because you've done this to me from the very beginning, and this is the game you play. If somebody says something, you center focus on that one thing and you leave out everything else, and you focus to try to deflect from everything else.
How dare I be upset about her shaming women with infertility? BJ was about to turn herself inside out. How dare I focus on the fact that Sarah just tried shaming me for not being able to have a child?
I'm saying here. First of all, I didn't even say that, but you know what you're going to do? You're going to go live on your channel. You're going to focus on that one thing and say, Brittany's against mothers who can't have kids. No, I'm telling.
Not once did I ever do that. Brittany hosts panels like that continue to happen. Her biggest downfall is her panel 99% of the time, and her ignorance. But I think it's her way of keeping her hands clean.
You now, try that shit. You're the biggest hypocrite ever because you support. If that's the case, then you are homophobic. You are freaking in favor of people lying about having cancer because you support all that shit. I'm triggered by you being manipulative and using one thing that a person says that I didn't even say, and you're going to fucking shine a light on that, and you'll run with that.
I was being manipulative. I was being manipulative for having a problem with what Sarah said. Ugh. Things that you probably wish wouldn't have gotten brought up again.
For the next week. That's how you work.
But I'm not wrong, nonsense. That's fine if y'all want to think that because you're trolls and you want to use it against me. Nothing I said was wrong. I said until you've actually had a child of your own, you should shut the fuck up about other parents and their parenting. You don't have children of your own, so shut the fuck up. Sorry, not sorry. What the fuck? There's nothing wrong with what I'm saying.
I don't agree with it, Sarah. I really don't. I'm just going to be real. Because listen,
and Chico, I love your gay ass.
I have a stepson. I get it. He fucking loves me. I love him to death.
We don't got it.
I'm telling you right now, it's fucking different.
Oh, she's far from homophobic. Well, she sure supports somebody that says the F word. How is that any different than what she's doing to me right now?
And again, once I found out Clue said that, nope. And she said a bunch of vile shit. She even said more vile shit about you today. I think it's disgusting what she said about you. But I also think it's disgusting trying to implicate, well, your mods, not you, from what I heard, not you, but your mods tried to implicate that Nick's riddle might reference them being part of sex trafficking. That's a pretty big deal too. Again, fight your own battle. What Clue said was disgusting too.
How's that any different? Now they come raid my chat. When do you ever see me come raid any of my people raid her chat?
People weren't raiding her chat. They were very upset.
Wait a second.
I don't think people understood what I was trying to say, and it's getting misconstrued. So I'm just going to shut up. It just got misunderstood. And
this is how
she blows it up, and then she blows it up, and then everyone's like, "Oh God!" And then now Brittany's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that. I don't agree with it." You know
what? Because seriously, you got to think. Just because you don't like her, there are people that are raising kids that love their kids just as much. Like, it doesn't have to be somebody that.
Right.
I even gave credit to Brittany for pushing back on here some, and she gets pissed at Brittany for taking that stance.
That wasn't my point. My point was, unless you know the feeling, never mind. I'm not even going to fucking try.
Oh, you're fucking stupid, red white mom. You're stupid. There's nothing about me that's homophobic. My brother's gay. Are you fucking kidding me? I have stood up for him to my own family. Don't come in here with that bullshit. Don't even. And stop holding it against me what other people say.
Those words right there. Stop holding it against me for what other people say. Meanwhile, I'm being expected to answer for other people's words constantly.
Anyway, I think I'm going to jump down, Brett, because, I have a lot going on, and this is the reason why I didn't want to get up on your panels, because as soon as people are going to attack you about something that someone else said, you're going to agree with them and turn on me. No, fuck, I'm done.
Nicole, did you not see the hypocrisy? I'm saying if Nonsense wants to play that game with me and hold it against me what other people say, then I'm going to do the same thing back to her. She wants to support people that go around calling people F words, talking about how they're autistic and don't give a fuck, that kind of stuff, people who fake cancer, then yeah, if she's going to hold it against me, something Sarah said that I don't agree with, yeah.
Sweet one, you don't need to apologize at all. I'm not upset. I'm just making a point here. You should have left it alone, Sarah. You should have just continued to sit in the chats of all of them dragging me and carrying on, because your performative bullshit today, after what you participated in all weekend, says exactly who you are. You brought this back up and around. I saw you. I chose not to address you for a reason in Jones's chat.
I hold it against her, the things that her friends say.
Yes, she does. She has a channel.
My husband didn't get me demonetized for saying that fucking word. I got demonetized for the fucking reused content. That shows how much you know, Nicole.
Okay, that's the end. Sarah hops down because she got pissed off. So today in Jones's chat, I'm sitting in there, just popped in, listening to what she's reviewing of Clue going over BJ. Sarah says, nonsense. Even though we have our differences, I want to apologize for being out of line and saying awful things out of anger. It was unacceptable, and I truly feel horrible for what it's worth. No, you didn't. No, you don't. And I don't really give a fuck if you do. I truly don't give a fuck if you do feel bad. Because you didn't feel bad participating in the chats, going after my parenting, my looks this weekend. You didn't feel bad when you sat on panel when CJ was calling me Lady LaDude in April. You didn't feel bad when you were dragging me over not being able to have children or what your assumption was in June. You didn't feel bad in August when you were bringing Kyle up and looking like a fucking fool for even doing that. You didn't feel bad in all of these chats that have been dragging me over the last few days over personal shit, nothing about my words on the internet, trying to go at my parenting, my child, how unsafe of a parent I am. Again, you didn't feel bad all those places, right? But today, because you were in Joneson and you guys are trying to like meld into those places, which totally fine. They have their own channels. They want to accept and hang out with you guys. Do it. You ain't going to run me out of places. I don't even fucking care. I see you guys. I see what you're doing. I laugh my fucking ass off. If they want to accept you and your vile shit and forget all this shit that they've done because you have a common enemy, that's a them thing, not a me thing. I don't hate anybody on this app because I don't know anybody on this app. I highly dislike some of you because of your behavior that you've displayed. But you could have came to me. If you really felt bad, you would have emailed me. You would have taken accountability for it months ago when this happened in June, not waiting for an audience of 600 people in Joneson's chat to say sorry after you sat in the chats all weekend while they were doing the same shit. Participating, cheering it on. The difference between you and me, Sarah, is I'm a straight up fucking bitch, but I can own my shit. I don't have to fucking try to fit in and act like I'm not a vile piece of shit. You are a vile piece of shit who goes after and insults people for possibly being transgender, for possibly having infertility issues. You sit there and want to cry alongside your friend about, oh my God, how dare they go after your family? Well, you sure as fuck haven't had any problem going after mine. You sat in the chats with them saying, my kids should be removed. You don't see me crying because, again, I could give two fucks less. I'll sleep just as fine tonight as I did the last night. But keep your performative shit away from me. I don't want an apology from you. You owe an entire group of women, communities who struggle with infertility an apology, not just me. You owe the transgender community an apology for thinking it's a fucking funny insult in 2024. Keep your performative shit of trying to be accepted right the fuck away from me, because I see you. I see what all of you are doing. The difference is out here, I stick to myself with my little group of people because I don't fuck with fake ass people like this. I will never say shit like that to somebody, never have. I'll go at people's looks occasionally, but I always tell you, petty pants are on and we're going down that road. But I can own my shit. You're only owning it because you think that people might be paying attention and might notice you guys. Nah. Not today, not tomorrow, not any other day. Any questions before I go? And yes, that comment, if you want me to show it on the screen, I can, but it's from Jones's chat. Let me tell you, I don't know if I have the timestamp or not. You can see it. It's, hold on, let me just go over there and pull it up. Let me go pull it up. Just so everybody has exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna bring that shit into Jones's ever. Oh, she doesn't have the live chat replay on anymore. Well, here it is. I'll turn my camera on. I don't fucking care. Careful, I look like shit. There you go. And there's where it's from. So, oh, probably Deets. Well, I got it. I got it. What I needed anyways. I won't either, Nisi. I don't do that. Like, there's very few, like, people were pushing yesterday in Sinners a little bit, and I was giving a little bit back over there. But I try not. Like, I will take a lot of people throwing insults at me, too. Like, there's a lot of shit. And sometimes I'll throw a few back here and there. But I usually don't in other people's chats, even if it's somebody in a chat I don't like. I just don't. That's just never been who I am. I try to say hi to everybody, even if I don't fuck with them. I try to make sure I tell everybody to have a great day. Like, it's just how I am in chats. That's how I've always been on here. I'm not super confrontational, but this bitch is over it. I'm over it. You ain't going to sit in chats with people fucking accusing me of heinous shit, doing heinous shit, going at my personal fucking life, kicking it and kikiing ha-haing about BJ reviewing the stream of Tiffany going low. Like, I can't even imagine. Can you fucking imagine the victimhood status if I did that to her about her parenting or her child or her looks? Oh my God, she wouldn't recover. She would never recover if I did to her what TM and those guys did. She wouldn't. And again, do it all, please. Please continue to do it all. Please continue to cheer that on. And all of you that are supporting BJ and all of her behavior and all this stuff, please continue. It's all showing me who you all are, not the other way around. Absolutely, I wouldn't. And TM, Tiffany Marie is a beautiful woman. Like, outside, she is a beautiful woman. But that ugly seeps out of those pores, and it's not because of her outside. But that's just because she chose to lie on me. Don't lie on me. There won't be problems. Don't demand that I take accountability for other people's shit. Don't demand that I use my voice to stand up for people and things that you don't want to open Pandora's box, because if we do, we're going to open it all the fucking way up. And I'm going to tell you all the things that I stand against. And it's probably going to hurt a lot of motherfucking feelings. There's a reason why I stick to myself, because a lot of the people that are demanding that I react to shit did some fucked up shit themselves. I don't hate anybody on this app again, because I have to care about somebody enough to hate them. Does anybody have any questions? Because this is it. I did this publicly because she did the shit performatively in Jones's chat, and it's not Jones's fault. I wasn't going to pop that shit off in there sideways. That's called respect. Not for you, Sarah. Respect for Joneson. Right, Deets? Right? I keep saying that. I do, Deets and Jones, and I do appreciate you guys coming into Sinners yesterday and saying no nonsense did respond. I do appreciate that highly. You didn't need to, but I do appreciate that you guys both came in there and said that and spoke up. I really do. Aw, Spudler. I appreciate you. Okay, nobody's got any questions. I'm out of here. I hope that makes sense to people.
Man, I didn't even get to yell at anybody.
Do you want to yell at somebody, babe? Do you want to tell me, do you want to roll your eyes and do something like performative out here so they have something else?
Not really. Just
Can you say the word consumed
stop
again?
trying to twist my words. Everybody here knows what that meant.
Well, I don't even, when we first talked about it, I was like,
See
did you
what I gotta deal
did you
with?
say that? And he's like, I don't even remember doing that. I was like, I don't either. And he's like, maybe. And we were laughing because we were like,
If it comes out of my mouth, it's sarcasm.
oh, yep. That's when I had dark highlights in my hair. That's a couple years old. And I think I had makeup on in that photo. Kyle wants to yell at somebody. Can somebody give Kyle a reason to yell at them?
I want to go to bed peacefully.
He wants to go to bed peacefully.
Hey, Roro.
Well, you guys, I'm just starting work. According to that new interesting channel, I work 24/7 around the clock for the Proudfoot family, I guess. So there's that. He can yell at you, V. Okay. Kyle's like, I want to yell at somebody. They take everything Kyle says so seriously too, and it's fucking hysterical. We do get great enjoyment out of it. We get great enjoyment when they try to come for Kyle because I don't know why. Because I parade him around here like arm candy, okay? I'm not going to lie. Like, Kyle makes some of these men out here look real foolish on intelligence levels and other things. So
Because they all have small screens, they can't see me on.
Small screens.
They can't see me.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
TV screens, they'd probably be like, nah, I'll move on.
It's not even your looks.
It's my gray hair.
It's your gray hair. Yes, burnt toast did great on that. Yes, absolutely. I know, Autumn. I was waiting. I was like, where is he headed with this? They were so excited when Kyle said the word, you're consumed with research and whatever he was saying. Like, when I get into a hole, he knows. Like, you guys can tell. Obviously, it takes some work to put that shit together. Of course, consumed. They were so excited to hear him say that. See, even your husband, even Kyle says you're consumed. Like, they were so excited to grab that. And now, like, yeah, it's just fucking funny.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. I'm blushing.
Are you?
Yeah. It's too fucking cold out.
As he yawns, he's like, yeah. Shh. He's ready to go to bed. I gotta go tuck this man into bed. So good night, you all. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for letting me vent and be the true bitch I really am. So if you have a fake apology to give, stick it right up your fucking ass. Bye. Oh my God, wait. Willow,
Yeah.
the small screen helps make the rest of me look bigger. Objects online appear. Willow, you are on one today. I think you just need to go live pretty soon, Willow, and give us all something to laugh about because your fucking humor this last couple streams has been exceptional.
Yeah.
Okay, good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.